Thank you. How y'all doing? Great, great, great. Let me fix this hat. Okay, y'all. How y'all doing? All is well, right? Okay, let's get it started. Over the recently, even over the years, people have asked me many questions, often modern day seekers who have jobs, careers, family, looking relationship, mortgage, they're dating, their businesses and stuff. And sometimes they will ask them questions about how can they add those practical realities with their spiritual awakening and things like that. And some of these questions are going to address this kind of questions, which are pretty popular actually among seekers. So many people feel, first of all, before we go ahead too much, let's take deep breaths. Because whatever I say, the more relaxed we are, the more we can hear. So just take a quick breaths. Take deep breaths. This isn't like woo woo. When we take deep breath, what it does is air comes to the body, right? And, and the body says we should relax. So you don't have to be mystic or whatever. Just take deep breath and you relax, more open. But what I'm saying may be a bit different than what you're used to hearing. If you're open-minded, then you can understand and often enjoy this video and really find it very beneficial. Okay. So many people, that's a question. I'm just you already read it. Let me paraphrase it. These days, more and more people are interested in spirituality, self-actualization, awakening. But some people often feel like they need to choose one or the other. Like they choose whether to have a career, a nice life, abundant life, money, success, fame, whatever it is, great relationships, or go on a spiritual journey, or grow. Let's just say grow. We don't even have to call it spiritual. To grow as a being, as a human, right? And what I often tell them is, of course, you can have both. Of course, it's meant to be. Both paths are meant for us to walk through. If one is just meditating, spiritual type, mystic type, meditating for hours, that's a great path. However, many people are not like this. We have to be realistic. Only a few people have this natural tendency and nature. Most people who are interested in meditation and spirituality also they have a priority with their daily life, the money, the bills, the relationship, the finance, all that stuff. Of course, you can do both. It's so, of course, we're meant to. If anybody was a mystic on the mountaintop, sitting there in their room, meditating for hours, well, how are things going to get done? So, universe is very intelligent, has created the archetypes, which is part of what I use in the modalities of teaching. The archetypes and the psychetypes, which are the different energies that people are here on earth to express. Some people are more like psychologists, some people are more like logicians, some people are more like business people, create businesses and wealth. Some people are more like family oriented. Some people are more into power and politics. Some people are more into military power. Some people are more into, they're creative. Some people are mystics, artists, yoga. So many types. It's in my book, by the way, which we can send the link to you so you can buy the book and begin to get more introduced to some of these ideas and principles and practices. So there are many, many types. Some people are primarily mystic and they like to meditate a lot. Some people are primarily artists, they like to play music. Some people are more like householders. And much of humanity, they're practical type. They got bills, they got family. So part of the question that is really, really essential today to be addressed is it possible? Is it recommended? Of course. Of course. In fact, it's not a theory. There are many beings who are thousands of years who've done this. Many teachers and yogis and masters who are work. And they were family men and women, grocery shop owners. Uh, yeah, people that own shops, mom and pop shop, people that are farmers. Yeah. However, often their names are not known. Why? Because many of them didn't teach and they didn't have to. There was no need to teach. That their expression is through their work. They create businesses, they might create empires. King Asoka of India, for example, created a huge city state. So, I mean, okay, of course he's remembered, but some people are just household holders. Okay, not just because every type is equal. None is better than the other. Okay, let's just be honest. They're all required. So some people are just more practical and then their children remember them. When they have a grocery shop, people like to go in there because when they go to the grocery shop, they feel taken care of. That grocery shop owner might be an awakened being. Yes, of course. So our teachers and high school teachers. And so it's not either or. Okay, is who is doing the work. What is your attitude? How do you do your work? When you're doing your work, are you present? Is your mind more or less silent? Is it more silent? Whatever we're doing, if it's really an expression of who we are, our minds become more and more silent because you don't have to think about it. We only think often about what we're not very good at or what we don't like to do. When you're really good at something, like a pianist, it's not thinking. A butcher, whatever it is, it's like you're not thinking. It's just you're like in the flow. An artist painting. So that is part of your meditation. Part of why I talk a lot about archetypal types and psychic types, personality, perhaps more than any other guide or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I can't really say that. Maybe there are other ones too that that I'm not aware of. Many people don't know that their work that they're good at is supposed to be one of their ways towards awakening, which is why awakening has eluded so many people because they try to enter through a door that doesn't belong to them. If you are more the practical type, you can awake, grow spiritually, psychologically, spiritually, doing business, being a householder, being a mother or father. It's a great spiritual path, of course. You do business, you don't have to think so much. You go with your being. It tells you intuition, what property to invest in, what not to invest in, when to move money and when to put money in. So these are some of the things that I share and we teach people to guide them. So there are people who are not spiritual type or practical businessmen and women. They're on a journey too. So if you're one of those, you can come through DM us, reach out to us. We can guide you, come through. It sounds so good to be true, but I'm telling you, I never talk about what I haven't done, what I don't do or practice. It's possible to do business, to work, be live relationship by being very present and open. Then there's joy, there's peace, one feels great. And the business or the relationship is an expression of who one is. Makes sense? One begins to express oneself naturally without trying so hard, without being stressed out. And if they're stressed out,